Hello. We're at Trump National in Mooresville. I spend a lot of time here now. Pay you money, you get to stay. Keep your payments up, you get to stay. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about some of the work we're going to be doing. I'm really excited with all the unbelievable job that the Doji Office boys are doing. Xavier and Aaron exceed expectations every day. I don't know how. They never sleep. They are always working. There's a 9-hour difference, and if I'm at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're at 9 hours later. If I get up at 10 o'clock at night, they're working. I don't know when they ever sleep. And I'm going to tell you, Aaron and Xavier, true. Take time off. We got plenty of time to do the things we're going to do. Just enjoy your life. Uh, by the way, they're living in the France of India, a place called Puducherry. The Dutch built it back in the 1600s, and the French embellished on it. And it is the garden spot of the world. How Xavier and Aaron got there is a really interesting story, and they're just wonderful, wonderful young men. Um, I call myself their grandpa. They're young enough to be my grandkids, and they just they just absolutely. For give you an example, we're trying to buy this new domain, and I had always had my corporation, Trading Consultants Inc., and we're incorporated since 2012, and we're headquartered centered in Wyoming, and all of our corporate documents are there, and our corporate activity is there. And we were trying to get the Trading Consultants domain, and well, that just wasn't available unless you want to pay big money, and I don't pay big money for it because I'm a very frugal guy. So somehow, Xavier and Aaron get doing their magic, and they found it placed thetradingconsultants.com in India, and it was priced at 4,000 rupees. Now, rupees are very, very small amounts of money. And so we got a really, really great deal thanks to Xavier and Aaron Coleman and finding out where this thing was. Because even my primary vendor, GoDaddy, said it wasn't available. And there's a difference between buying through a broker and just saying it's not available. So someone had scooped it. But Aaron and Xavier Everly was able to convince someone to do this, and we now in it, we own it, and we're in the process of building it out. So we're going to be building the first virtual clinic of naturopathy in the history of the world. And the virtual clinic is going to be a part of, no, I can't say this. Biotics Research is going to give us the foundation and the bones to create the virtual clinic, and all we have to do is rebrand it. And we're even going to get the Biotics Research e-commerce store. So now we have life extension, and we can offer free health care to the world without any charge. And we have the Biotics Research virtual clinic, and we have a 12-week program that we're looking at right now actuarially as to whether or not we can absolutely offer a total refund if they are not pleased with their result. Now, it's not going to be someone that can say, oh, I haven't done anything during the 12 weeks. But if you had an honest effort and you were unable to lose 15 pounds in 12 weeks, we probably didn't do this job we would like to have done. So we're probably going to figure out some way to make sure that you are made whole. Abbas Kutab, who's the primary driver of this, he has had such good success with his protocols, and we're just going to overlay those protocols. So you can get the protocols. We'll put you into the program. We'll do an update on the 6 weeks and a final update on the 12th week, and you can decide whether or not it was a good thing for you. And so if it is, you'll be really excited, and you'll probably continue with us because we have a lot of great things to do with health and related activities. So those are the two things we've got going. Of course, we do currency trading, and that's where we make our money. And we've had a we've had a glorious week. And Paladin, I encourage you to go watch a YouTube video called Have Gun Will Travel. It's the Western series back in the 50s, and there was a guy named Richard Boone. And Richard Boone was the equivalent of Tom Hanks. I mean, all the Tom Selleck, all the heroes from our generation back in the 50s, Richard Boone was that guy. And he was a gunslinger. And he was hired by people who couldn't afford him because he was running around the West trying to right the wrongs. And so we're going to model our world after Chuck Feeney. And Chuck Feeney gave away $8 billion over his lifetime. So we got to get going. So we got to make a lot so we can give a lot away. We trade currency. Oh, and by the way, we are going to go full force with our governor race 2024. We've got our platform laid out, and we're not going to ask for any money. And it is a kick-ass program. So if you want to get aware of what we're doing, go to nosbigs.com. That's pretty much it. It's about 5 minutes. That's enough time for you to cogitate and decide what you want to talk with about. Now, if you want to talk with us, info@nosbigs is the easiest way to email us. Info@nosbigs, it's NOSBIGGS. If you want to WhatsApp us, 704-230-9257, but put your name in the phone number so that I don't have to guess who you are, because I'm not going to be dealing with people that I don't know. But if you say you're with LinkedIn or you've been with a Facebook friend or something, I want to talk with you and want to help you if I can. So Doji Office are the guys to go to. I now have 2 ace traders in my stable. One is John McGraw. The other is my son, Jake Gibson. And we're teaching my little grandson how to trade. He only knows how to make horizontal lines and to figure out where the top and the bottom is of the time frame he wants to trade. He usually likes to trade H1, and then he sets his little time. He takes his hamburger trades, and he says to He sets his take profits, and then he wakes up the next day. Sometimes he says, "Grandpa, it's like catching fish. You don't have to watch the trot lines." And so I said, "That's true." And I said, "But you're going to have to learn to do a little bit more." He says, "Well, Grandpa, if this works, I'm running 27% over the 5 months, and my daddy says that's better than most. What do you call them?" I said, hedge fund managers." He said, "Yeah, I'm running better than my hedge fund managers, and all I'm doing is making little hamburger trades and hitting tops and bottoms on my H1." I said, "Okay, son, fine." Sure, can you imagine? He's 5 years old and he's already trading currency. I want you to understand that I am one happy man, and I have only one little bit of a problem. And I was just diagnosed by one of the great internal medicine doctors in the greater Carolinas, Sam Stout. And Sam says, "Steve, I think you got a ruptured disc in L5, and you've got a root problem with the L5 nerve, which runs down the side of your leg all the way and it attaches right at the knee." And let me tell you, I'm having major pain until yesterday, and finally got to see Dr. Stout, and he said, "I'll give you some Lyrica, and that should cause the nerve to settle down." And I'm telling you, I feel good. So I'm here at Trump National. I'm right at the outside of the bakery, and as I understand it, I got a birthday celebration, so I get a card and I get a free birthday cake or something. So we'll see what they do. Take a look at the car. See it? AloneForexTraders.com with clients worldwide. And the other side says try naturopathy, so it's pretty cool. And people are starting to ask, "What do you do? What do you do?" Nobody believes it anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. We're also now the exclusive, well, it's not exclusive, but pretty much exclusive, the Dexterity sales VAR for Dexterity, an automation tool that will revolutionize coding. And we now have the national franchise, and we've got 2021, all of 2021 to make our mark. And we're going to do some really wonderful things with Dexterity. CMS is on the line, Guilford County's on the line, and what we've done is we've hired 36 salespeople so far, all independent contractors, so they can go wherever they want to go. And all they have to do is close a contract, and then they've got a protected territory for 6 months. If they get a second sale out of their territory, we'll expand their territory to a 100-mile geographic radius, or they can have 2 separate territories, 25. And they are protected for as long as they choose to work with us, and hopefully it'll be forever. Because what we'll probably wind up doing is we'll get acquired probably somewhere in the $50 to $100 million range, and we'll keep our salespeople intact, and we'll just attach on and start working for those guys. So we've got big plans, and we've got the infrastructure of all the people around us. We've got great accountants, we've got great financial advisors, and we got people that are willing to work, and they're people who are willing to take risk, and we've got some really top-notch salespeople, let me tell you. So remember the name Dexterity, Dexterity. There's a couple of other Dexterities, but they spell their name differently, so I'm not exactly sure how they're dealing with that, but we are trading consultants. It's a little conglomerate. We do a lot of different things, and we're going to do a DBA for Dexterity Sales. And so we'll be a VAR with independent contractors, and it's going to be good. Thank you so much for listening, and this is Paladin, and we're at the Trump National in Mooresville having a cigar.